Hello folks. So far we have learned so many interesting concepts in shell scripting. But before we go to the real world of shell scripting and face the challenges there are a few more things which we can learn, and those we'll finish in this chapter. First is about commenting the code. So there is a way to put some comments in your code which will not be executed by the interpreter, but these are just put for someone who is reading your code. So we can put a code comment like this. So you know that the below code is going to take the name from the user. Also, we can put comment after any command also, but this is not a good practice, but still we can do that. So whatever comes after the pound symbol will not be executed, and when someone is reading your code, he will understand that this is to initialize the variable count. But mostly it is not a standard way. We should do it in the line above. I just wanted to show you that in the same line, if you put the after whatever comes after pound will not be executed. So it doesn't impact any of the functionality in the code. It is just for the comments. Second thing is about permissions. If we want to execute, what we are doing until now is we are giving sh and then new.sh like this. If you see, the new.sh file doesn't have an execute permission, and that is the reason every time I am giving an sh which invokes the bash interpreter and reads this file and executes the commands from there. But we can do new.sh. We can execute new.sh like a command if we have given it permissions to execute. So if I give +x new.sh, now I'm giving the current user execute permission to the new.sh. Okay, ls -l new.sh. So if you see, the user now has read, write and execute permission. So that means now we can execute it like this. So we don't have to give a sh before. And also this will work when the shell recognize and understand the command in this file. So that takes us to the third point, the shebang. What happens is, right now our shell is bash. The commands written in this file are also bash commands. So it is easier for the interpreter to run these commands. But there is a concept called shebang which is used to let the shell, the current shell, to know with what interpreter it has to run those files. So that is done using shebang, and this is how it is done. So it's almost 99% probable that when you open an existing file in your project, it might be having a shebang at the top, and it starts with a hash and an exclamation mark. So let us try putting one in. Okay, before that we have to find out what is the path of the bash interpreter in your machine. So which bash will give you the interpreter's path here, /bin/bash. So now yeah, this is wrong. We have to, I will delete it and again put it hash exclamation /bin/bash. So now when we run it like this, the current shell will know which interpreter it has to use to execute this file by reading the topmost line of this file, which was this hash exclamation bin and bash. So if it's a Python file, the Python interpreter will execute the subsequent statements. This is how the shebang works. Shebang is required in this case when we want the shell to know by which interpreter the file has to run. Otherwise, we have to specify like this and sh then the shell script name. That's it. Now about ControlC, simple thing. So I have created a file crazy.sh. Why it is called crazy? Because it is printing high with the sleep of 5 seconds on the terminal again and again. So if I run it after 5 seconds, it's again going to print another high. Why we did it? Just to understand, if you have a long running job which you want to just stop, then you can use ControlC. So you will come out of that script that easily. If it doesn't work, then you have to try something else, but this is the most appropriate way. There are ways to kill the processes and all, but we are not going to that for now. After that, redirection operator. Okay, so we have two kind of redirections. Suppose if I do echo hi, then I'll do echo hello and redirect to an output file. So if I use cat to see what is there, it says hello. If I redirect output of crazy.sh to output and I press ControlC just to stop it, maybe after 10 seconds, so that at least 2 high will be sent to output. So we'll see the hello was overwritten. Now if I do echo hello to output and then if I say sh crazy and 2 times this greater than symbols, that means appending. So as long as it is running, it is going to append the output to the output file. I will run another terminal. Okay, here we can check output file is there. Okay, we can use tail-f to, okay, so first hello thing was there, and then one by one high is getting printed. With -f we are refreshing the tail command and it will show you what is being appended to the output file. So tail-f is a very important thing. You can use it to read logs, how the something is getting appended into logs. To come out of tail-f you have to press ControlC every time. So this was about the append operator and the tail-f command. Let us see what is next. Running with Nohup. So this is a very important thing. You have to be careful, but it is still important to know that Nohup is a command which is run to run the process on a server and continue even after you have logged out of it. So you have a command, you have a script like this sh crazy.sh. You can run it, but once you come out of this terminal, that script will exit abruptly. If you don't want that to happen, then we can give Nohup and your script name. If you do this, it will say appending output to the nohup.out. So even if I kill this terminal now, this script will keep on running. If we, just to confirm it, what we can do is we can do tail-f nohup.out. Anyway, I have not killed this terminal, so it will run, but the Nohup is one way through which you can make sure even if you come out of the terminal, if you have logged out, the script will keep on running. I will just clear out the Nohup file. If you just do a redirection in Nohup, because nothing is redirected to Nohup, it will clear out that file. So this is one way to clear a file if you want. and then we'll see running in background. Okay, so this is also important. Suppose you want to run a script in background and keep working on your further things, then you can run that script in background. To understand that, first we have to understand about ps command. So ps command lists down the processes running in your machine. If you give ps-ef, then it lists down all the processes running by this user. So there are so many. Okay, now if suppose I'm running crazy.sh, okay, we'll not run it, but first we will do sh crazy.sh, and to run this in background we have to give ampersand sign. So what it does, it is executing the crazy.sh in background. You can see the number here. This is a PID of that process which is running this crazy.sh. If you go to another terminal and if you give ps-ef grab for crazy, it will tell you this second one is the grab count which we have run here, but the first one is the shell script which is running with the name crazy, and the PID or the process ID name is 5043. So you can see the process is still running here, right? If I do a control C, now the script has stopped. If I look into the processes running by this user now, if any running with name crazy, it won't be. This is just the grab command which is run by the, and no shell script running with the name crazy. So important thing to know is this ampersand, the processes gets run into background, and it will give you the process ID for you to know that this is the process I'm running for your. So that's all, folks. These were the few things which I wanted to tell you before we end this course. I really enjoyed creating this course and I hope you like it. I will duly respond to your comments and feedbacks in the comments section and the discussion boards. Thank you very much.